Hey everybody, welcome to another Buddy Reviews. Today we are going to be checking out the Z-Tac COMTAC II headset that we got off Amazon. This is actually my son's headset, and as you can tell, I'm talking to you through a radio because I wanted to show you that this headset actually works.
Hey everybody, I know that was a little nerdy and cheesy, but I felt it was necessary to show you that the headset works. And you could hear how clearly I was coming through. I'm going to turn this radio off, and we are going to turn this radio off really fast. And I'm going to turn it back on so you can hear that it does receive. You can hear the speaker.
Frequency mode.
Here's the Balfang lady. Frequency mode. Anyway. So, these are the Z-Tac, I almost said TAC-SKY, Z-Tac COMTAC II replicas from Amazon. You can find these also probably on eBay and from other airsoft retailers, but these came from Amazon, and these are surprisingly good. I'm going to turn them off, well, at least the noise canceling. One long press of that rear button, and now they're off. So, Z-Tac, back in the day, not the best. I remember when these first came out into the market, I think it was around 2007, 2008, and we were all so stoked because everybody wanted to do cool guy kits, and real COMTAC IIs were oppressively expensive. And then the Repro came out, we're like, yo, that's hotness. But they never worked right. Some guys could get them to work. Mine, nope, never worked good. I always had issues where I could send, but I couldn't receive, but I send, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm happy to report that is not a problem with these Z-Tacs. So I running TAC-SKYs. My son got these Z-Tacs before our last outing. It was about a month ago at this point, by the time this video hits. My buddy was using another Repro headset. I don't think it was Z-Tac or TAC-SKY. It might have been TAC-SKY. All three of us were running fake comms. All three of us had a fantastic weekend when it came to comms because they just worked. And that is super rare. Anybody who's been in the military or law enforcement or EMS or whatever and has to rely on comms a lot will tell you it's not if, but when your comms will go down, and comms are always just kind of a bane of everyone's existence. They suck. I was happy to report for the first time ever airsofting, or just in general using comms of some type of communication stuff, that I had no issues. My son had no issues, and my buddy Cactus had no issues all weekend. So, these guys were worth every penny. My son really liked having a set of cans finally, and he liked having comms all weekend. You will see there is a Faro pad on here. This did not come with the headset. That is added. A little card will pop up here somewhere if this review's already been released, and it'll be a link to it if you're curious, if you haven't seen it before. If no card pops up, then that means their video has not been released, and now you get a sneak peek to know that I'm going to be reviewing this pad. Anyway, the actual band underneath, it's not terrible. It's like a faux leather, and it's metal. It's like aluminum, and it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. I think I've got one laying around here. Yeah, I do. So I got one right here that's been stripped down that I used for another set of comms. Bear with me for a moment to pull these out of my bin because everything's all jacked up in here. Comms bin report. Here we go. So this is what it looks like under the pad. It's just this aluminum band. And it's not terrible, but it's not fantastic either. These are actually considerably, these feel like more like aggressive than the ones that actually came on the Z-Tacs. There's a little more to them, so we could possibly switch them out. But the more tension you have with this band over time, the more headaches you're going to get. That's just how it is. The faux leather looks something like this. Except this is not faux, this is real. So this is what the band looks like underneath that pad. This is a real set of COMTAC IIs, a dual wire pair. And I got these for a Australian kit, and they're fantastic. Just like this, same kind of setup. But this is what you have. You have this like leathery band, and there's no padding per se on it whatsoever. That's kind of what's going on underneath here. The microphone, very similar to a real one, swivels back and forth, comes off of this point here. This is where the mic would plug into on the band right there. No plug on and off. It was a nice mic. It sounded really good and clear. On the little muff piece here, you've got a little O-ring that's holding the muff on. That's kind of cool. As you can see on my real one, that piece is long gone, so it would have been nice to have something like that on there. The actual little microphones for the noise canceling, they do work. I will tell you, the left side to me sounded a little less clear than the right side, but full caveat like to that, my hearing's not fantastic anymore. Man, every time I do a video, I'm like, I'm broken with this piece of my body, this piece of my body. But it's true. Like, no, my hearing's not the best anymore. I actually have to wear hearing aids because I've had such bad hearing loss and tinnitus. I'm not deaf or anything, but I'm just pointing out that that could be my hearing being the problem and not necessarily the Z-Tacs. But I did just notice that the left side sounded just a little quieter when it came to the noise canceling portion than the right side. Take that for what it is. My son didn't say he really noticed anything, so it could very well just be my mild hearing loss and tinnitus causing that that degradation. I don't know for sure, but I just wanted to point that out. The button on the bottom is a big, fat, round button, very easy to get to and to manipulate. This back little circle, that's how you turn it on and off. One hard, long press for about 2 or 3 seconds. They come on, hard press 2 or 3 seconds, they go off, and this is volume up and down. Very easy to manipulate and get to with gloves or without. It's on the left hearing muff piece. Microphone unplugs, a little 2-prong plug. So you can swap the mic out if you have a problem with it, so that's kind of cool. The noise canceling portion are run by AA batteries here. Sometimes they're AAAs. I believe on my real set is triples. Let's check. Nope, it's doubles. Okay, so my real set is doubles. I had another pair where it's AAAs. I think it might be my TAC-SKYs. Let's find out. I got those right here. So my TAC-SKYs, yeah, they're AAAs. So there you go. The TAC-SKYs I have are kind of logoed up. They have like a fake Peltor logo. It says like Pickle Tour or some shit like that. It's like it's spelled weird. So they look like they're Peltors. These have no markings, no logoing on them whatsoever. They're just completely sterile, so you don't have to worry about that. You're not going to confuse these for real ones because you turn them inside like this, and you've got L and R left and right, and they say Z-Tac on the inside of the speaker piece. The actual foam here is OD green, just like old school real TAC COMTAC IIs. It's not super great. I've had worse, but comparatively to my TAC-SKYs, they came with this like gel cup right for the, that's how they came. That's normally something you got to buy extra and swap out. I'm not sure if you can swap these. I have not tried yet, and I kind of don't want to rip my son's hearing protection apart just yet because these are still pretty new. So theoretically, you should be able to swap these 2 green cushions out for aftermarket gel cups if you wanted to. So here is the same style on this. So I mean, they're pretty damn good replicas of real ones, just to give you an idea of how they compare. These have a little bit of paint on them, but still a green muff piece. That one actually looks like it's a little more padded than the real ones, to be quite honest with you. So you got that going for you. And then, yeah, I have it pulled out. Everything else is pretty close to a real set. So real on the left, repros on the right. Pretty damn convincing. Mic plugs about the same looking. So they did a pretty good job on these guys. Build quality feels good, looks good. They sound great. Like I've already said, my son said everybody's comms were fantastic all weekend, and he could hear everybody. You got about 25 inches of cord down here to work with. So off camera a little bit, there's 1 inch right there. This would be the 25 point. So yeah, it kind of terminates at the end at 25. So you got about 25 inches of line to work with. So that's not bad. And then PTT, this is a generic U94, got off Amazon for Kidwood 2-plug radios like Baofangs and the whatnot. And then you listen, you want to hear the nice audible click. Sounds great. That's how you know it mated well and it's good to go. Some PTTs, they don't have that click. You don't hear them. You're not really not sure if it's mated right, and you're going to have comms issues. These PTTs are fantastic. They work really well with this. There is a version of these you can get on Amazon that come with the PTT. We didn't need those. And it was the same style U94, just like this, with the 2-prong or different prongs. I do have a Great Plains Creations button guard on here. So that's kind of cool, very easy to install. I'll have a card pop up for the review of this if you're curious, because it's a great little button guard, and it's a great addition to your kit if you're so inclined. Overall, I gotta say, man, the Z-Tacs are pretty good. If I do end up getting another set of Swordens, I'm probably gonna Peltors. I've used both for repro purposes. Not if I don't want to get a real set. If I want to get another fake set, I'll probably go with these. They're a little cheaper than the TAC-SKYs. They look the part, and they're fantastic. I know you're probably like, well, you already have Peltors on the other helmet, and you have the real Peltors. What do you need another set of Peltors for? Well, I'm a dork, and I'm a bit of a kit slut, and I like not having to swap shit out. So it is nice having extra comms pieces. And also, when one of these breaks eventually, I'll have an extra. So it's not a bad idea to have another one of these. Overall, I think they're fantastic. I think they're definitely worth the price and definitely worth looking at. I'll have the Amazon link in the description below if you're curious. I'm working on getting actually Amazon affiliate stuff so I can maybe make a few extra bucks for the channel to help me buy more gear to review for you guys. So if it's an affiliate link, by some miracle, if I got that set up in time, and you do decide to buy a pair of these, I would really appreciate you using the link in the description to go pick your setup, because then I might be able to get a few pennies to throw towards the channel. Might not be though, may just be a normal Amazon link, I don't know. But either way, that's a great headset, and that's where I got it. That's all I got, guys. I hope you got something out of this review, and something out of this just overview of the Z-Tac COMTAC IIs. Comms suck, like I said at the beginning of the video. They're always a pain in the balls, but they're getting smoother, cleaner, and better for airsoft. So if you are hesitant to start dabbling in comms and messing around with comms, I recommend now is the best time to probably just look into it and start doing it, because all you young bucks are growing up in a time that you just can't fathom. Everything is better for you. You got cool phones and working airsoft comms. The world is at your fingertips. Anyway, that's all I got. Like I said, take care. Thanks for watching. LARP smarter, not harder. Top left-hand corner is going to be the most recent video. Top right-hand corner will be a video I think you'll enjoy. It's probably going to be comms related. Bottom of the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see a little helmet logo pop up. That's the subscribe button. If you like this content, you like what I'm putting out, and you just want to support me, please hit that subscribe button. It really goes a long way to help me out and maybe help me make a little bit of pennies to help ship back into the channel and make this better. Until then, take care, guys. I'll see you on the field. Peace.